Welcome to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tattooing Network.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Your source for the latest Legion news, opinion, and analysis.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
John Archiquette.
Will somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way?
Matt Turner.
I'm not afraid.
And Joshua Gray.
You will be.
What's up, Outriders? John, Josh, and Matt back at you again with the Legion Outriders podcast. And it's a slow week here in the Star Wars Legion land.
Hey, big news today, though.
What's that?
I hear we're getting an Imperial Specialist article.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Have we heard anything on the Tauntauns yet?
Right, yeah.
I feel like that was
cool.
the big reveal from Adepticon today, right?
It was, yes. The
that
Imperial
was all.
Specialist article. It's on the way. Q4 2020.
Oh.
All right, so that wraps it up. Thanks, guys, for listening to us this week, and we'll catch you next week when we got more to talk about.
Good luck to everybody at Adepticon. All right, bye.
I mean, for real, though. Like,
Whoa.
wow. It was kind of a long time in waiting, but
Hello there.
yeah, right?
I'm just happy that the check cleared and that they didn't reveal something on a Friday. Right?
And Luke,
I'm just happy about
This is
that.
Adepticon's fault. It was beyond their control.
Right.
and we know that Luke's like privy to our complaints
I
now.
know.
Hey, buddy.
Right. But that's their marketing department, and Luke has no control over that.
That's right.
Right,
Or Alex.
but we were happy that we got that reveal today, right before we were recording.
What reveal? Imperial Specialists?
We're getting some clone troopers, bro. I don't know if you saw.
You're getting clone troopers.
Oh, I'm getting clone
Okay.
troopers.
The royal we are getting clone troopers.
Oh, okay. The royal.
But you've been kicked out of the dynasty, so.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well,
Clone troopers. We're getting some Rolly Bois.
Rolly Boys.
We're getting General Obi Wan Kenobi.
I think just backtracking here for a second.
yeah.
Rolly Boys.
Rolly Bois.
With an I
It's a technical term, yes.
Yes.
is the name of this episode.
Rolly
Exclamation
Boys.
point.
Okay.
Rolly Boys.
Rolly Boys! Exclamation point.
That's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
We're going with that.
Yeah.
And General Grievous, of course.
Yes.
Some bark speeders. I mean, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all of it, but
Yeah.
You want your Star Wars news?
No.
yeah. What do we got for Star Wars news?
Too bad we're skipping it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sorry, I ruined your setup there, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
We're not very
I know.
good.
I ruin everything. That's okay.
We're not very good at delaying the pleasure here. We
Right.
want to get right into it.
Yeah.
Instant gratification.
No
That's what we're
burying
all
the
about.
lead here.
We'll talk about some other stuff later on the podcast. The Rally Point qualifiers. Got some news on that.
Big news week.
It is. Yeah.
Big news week.
We'll go over some of the stuff for
So-
Adepticon because even though we're not going to be there, it's still a pretty big deal.
We're there in spirit.
Right.
And we were voted the ones to have had the most fun playing. So.
Right. we sent our avatar in.
Are you
in
force
Nick
ghosting
Freeman.
over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Spooking up the bathrooms?
I'm old man Luke projecting.
It's like moaning Myrtle over in the Adepticon bathrooms.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I just go with it.
Harry Potter,
just,
bud.
Just nod your head.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Just nod your head and yeah.
See, any moaning Myrtle in the bathrooms might raise some question marks. And we're also going to tackle the second round of our Star Wars Legion Imperial March Madness competition. First round, sorry.
Yeah.
First
We
round.
haven't. Yeah.
We'll preview our second
preview
round.
it, yeah.
All right. But yeah, first things first. Let's get into it. Star Wars Clone Wars. So pumped about it.
And there's so many takeaways.
Yeah.
From the reveal today. Just past the fact that it's new units.
Mm-hmm.
It's new units. It's a new manufacturing method. It's card upgrade packs. In the Q&A, there were a couple of things that Alex said in regards to like the app. No app planned, but kind of stuff.
Let's go to the cards first.
Start.
Let's start with the starter cards.
Yep.
Okay.
The card box.
Card pack.
The upgrade card pack, which, yay, fantastic. Holy cow.
So this is like one of your chief complaints about X-Wing, right? That you were having to buy useless things to get the cards.
Right. And, to be fair, they've gotten away from that with Legion.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty of cards that, because the upgrade cards are intended for the unit that they came with.
Sure.
Kind of thing. So, like, E-Gear, there's
Yeah.
only one... if you bought one of, you don't need more than, what do you need more than one Veers for, right?
Sure.
Or what do you need more than one Leia for? So you only have one copy of E-Gear, even though, that's
You can
something
use
that
it on
be
almost
useful.
anything, yeah.
So what they're doing now is they're releasing a pack. It's gonna be $10, which is I think a great value.
Yeah,
for what's
absolutely.
in there.
50 some odd cards here.
60.
60 wow.
cards.
Okay.
And it's going to have copies of all of that stuff. There's like 3 copies of E-Gear in there, which is great.
Yeah.
2 copies of each of the grenades. So, you've got access now to more impact grenades, which is useful. And then some of the command upgrades. But the good thing is especially for a player like me that is playing with a original core set faction, and I don't really have any intention to get any of the new factions. Some of the cards that are in the new core set will be in here too.
Yeah.
There's a force power,
And it's 65 cards, actually.
Is it 60? Wow.
Even more dollar value.
Right. But that's still good.
So what are the new
$10.
cards that are obviously out of place in this pack that we don't know of?
Well, there's the where'd it go? So there's one command upgrade card that's aggressive tactics.
Okay.
It's got a picture of Grievous, and that's one of the ones where you can see the card art for it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one copy of that.
So aggressive tactics. Okay.
Love it.
Okay.
Yes. There's 3 linked targeting arrays, which is something new.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
a Force Guidance, which has General Obi Wan Kenobi on the art. And then there's 2 Electro Binoculars, which is a card that's going to come... It looks like it's going to come in both the core set and also the B1 droid pack. And there's a little bit of text, and we'll get into that, but there's a little bit of text on the picture that you do the CSI zoom enhance.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat.
I heard it was going to be in the standalone pack of the Fleet Trooper standing on top of the tower at Yavin Base, like clocking all the... He's going to be the new operative.
You're speeding!
Yeah, slow down!
Slow down! This is a kid zone!
Gold Squadron!
But basically what it does is the Electro Binoculars, doing the CSI zoom enhance, lets you give a core unit or any other unit that gets a gear upgrade, gives them spotter 1.
Oh, nice.
So if you have you have that 4-man unit that you like to stick behind cover, and then what do you do with them? They sit on an objective and they sit behind cover and they stand by dodge.
Take a dodge and a standby.
Dodge.
Yeah.
Stand by dodge.
Yeah.
Right. Well, now if there's another unit within range 1 of them, they can at least hand off. They can act as a spotter unit. They can hand off an aim token to somebody else who might be in cover but shooting at people coming at that objective.
You guys shoot.
You
We're
shoot.
busy.
They're over there.
My immediate instinct with that is you throw it on the Hoth veterans. You put those next to your emplacement trooper. And if you got say a
teamwork that
say you got one of the exhaustible generators on that satellite dish, you use one of your actions to recover, and then use the other actions to shoot, and you use the spotter to aim.
Yep.
That's that just one little trick to do, I think. But
so
the useful card.
And then there's really no new grenades and nothing new. It looks like in the training upgrades.
Nope.
So as far as new cards. There's only 4 new cards in that pack, but to get
good news, Empire and Rebel players, you don't have to buy Commandos and B1s to get these things.
Yeah, but to get more E-Gear, it's got another strict orders in there. Yeah, right now that only comes in Krennic. But if you're going to run double Commander and you want double strict orders,
that's it's great to have that option available.
Yeah. Although I don't think I need more duck and covers and more hunters. Thanks, though.
Too bad you're getting them.
I know, right? Yeah.
I mean, for me, I plan on buying 2 of the new core sets, so I don't think I'll need this, but it's a great option to have.
Yeah.
Are you actually going to be collecting both?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've collected Empire, too. Just because I don't play,
okay.
I still have them.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, $10. I mean, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
And everybody gets caught up.
Everybody gets caught up, and a year from now, when they've gone and pushed out a full army's worth of Clone Wars stuff, and there's new stuff that's in there, they can do another card pack release.
Yeah,
for,
I like it.
I
think this
really
gets
like
the
that.
Outriders seal of approval.
It does.
A golf clap round, I think, is in order. Yes. Well done, guys.
Good job, guys. Yeah.
All right, so let's get we got the stocking stuffer out of the way. Now let's get to the big, the
Something meaty.
the brand new puppy or the car in the
We are
garage.
completely blowing past the fact that there was a Death Trooper article on Monday that we haven't discussed,
yeah.
and also the rest of the tank and Terrestrial Slipper cards were spoiled today because it was on sale. And people bought it and put all those cards up.
What? Stupid Italy. My
I know,
goodness.
right?
All right. Should we talk about that real
No. This is all
People
about.
are not here to
right.
talk about DLTs.
We'll definitely cover it maybe
quick?
next week.
We'll gloss over it later.
Yeah.
We'll
right.
gloss over it. We're glossing over it now. What's going on? So, what was the meme you saw that we just before we started?
Yeah. Somebody had put up a meme on the main Legion page and had a picture of Angry Krennic, and it said, me or Director Krennic when they announced the Clone Wars expansion on the day he releases.
Yeah.
And it says, "We stand here amongst my achievement, not yours." Yes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, that came out today.
Yeah. Happy Death Trooper Day, everybody.
Little overshadow.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Well, let's get
I
into.
guess you could say Annihilation looms.
You could say that, but it wouldn't feel right. No. Okay,
right.
so what is the total? What is the list that the starter box is going to have? What troops are we getting?
So you're getting two. It's basically a carbon copy of the core set for I guess what we'll call now the Legacy core set.
Okay. The GCW.
You get a commander each side, 2 core units each side, and then a unit of the supports. So it looks like it's only 1 Bark Speeder for.
But he's got the little sidecar on there.
He's got the sidecar,
He's got the bot
which
gunner.
does swivel back into the back arc. So
that's
so
dope.
the Bark can
Okay.
shoot in the back arc.
Oh,
I
nice.
think, is that what
why it's called
means?
Bark back arc?
Yeah.
No,
what I mean?
but
No.
we'll go
I
with
know,
it.
but
Yeah,
we'll go with
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I like
the
it.
back arc speeder. That's good. And then it looks like it comes with. It may come with 2 units of bikes and 2 units of Rolly Boys. I didn't exactly see that, but it's basically the same as.
How is a Bark equivalent to 2 Rolly Boys?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know. When we see the cards, maybe we'll know.
So
but,
wait,
That's true. Yeah, we don't have any cards in here for
we
this
do.
stuff.
They did have the unit cards.
Oh yeah,
the
in
B1 or
the
for the
individual. You're right.
For
You're
the
right.
B1s and
Yep.
the phase ones.
So we got the troops at least.
We got the troops, which is good. But yeah, nothing
Support
on
the
the commanders. Nothing on.
But we know, hey, it's going to be Canobro and
And
General Gravy.
Grievous.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Old Asthmabot himself.
Asthmabot.
I'm so glad. I mean, Dooku's cool, but
Emphysema Man.
yeah. But Grievous is the one that's going to bring all the boys to the yard. I
Right.
think. So-
Probably. Yeah.
Wait, so one more time. The Bark Speeder, like the sidecar swivels to face the back.
Yeah.
It's the cat dog bike. That's what I'm calling it.
The cat dog bike.
That's what I'm naming it from now on. Dude, how dope is Obi Wan's pose?
It's good. It's
God.
good.
That's a lot better than the name I came up with, Reverse Cowgirl. But
Look, we've gone like 55
Wow.
episodes of being clean, Matt. Don't
Don't
change
start.
hey, if you know what I'm talking about, stop. I don't know.
Anyways, so I think the real thing for me is that we now have 4 distinct play styles in the game. We've kind of done some speculation about, are they going to be ion, whatever,
Yeah.
vulnerable? No, they have a courage value. But yeah, I mean, it's great because, Empire and Rebels right now, and we're seeing a little bit of a kind of a cleaving of the two, but really it was kind of a palette swap. It was like, and both factions are kind of like playing Mario Kart. And
Cleaved
it's like,
in twain?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like Mario Kart, and your only options were Mario and Luigi. You
Yeah.
know? Like, they're kind of like middle of the road, do everything okay.
You mean
kind of
Mario
thing.
and Green Mario?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. But now, and Alex even said it on in the Q&A. He's like, droids are 36 points for 6 droids, and they're terrible. They are terrible.
Yay!
Well, 36 points for 6 dudes.
So
Yeah.
6 points a pop.
White dice for defense, white dice for attack, no surge.
Wow.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Sure.
But it's your to look into a kind of a 40K perspective. It's your Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
It's we're gonna throw 1 million dudes at you and mass fire, and we'll see what happens.
Are we getting into the individual unit cards?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But then he also said you look at the Republic, and they're a super elite army. Yes. Right.
I want to say this is pretty close to what we kind of envisioned
what we
back
figured,
in
right? You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it quite has that Grey Knights feel that I was kind of hoping for.
Oh, right, okay.
But you look at the phase ones, they're 52 points,
Love it.
right? When you add a heavy weapon, and I think it's 13 points for the additional dude.
Well, we're not into those articles yet, so
Right,
I don't know.
No, we're not. But I mean, you're probably legitimately looking at a unit cost of close to 80 to 90 points for phase 1 troopers.
Sure, if you kit them out, yeah, absolutely.
So super elite troops and super, and they're all led by Jedis, right? So at least that's what Alex said. So I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said
Okay.
led by Jedis. So we haven't seen a point cost on Obi Wan, but I don't think
we did get a little bit of a hint that maybe Captain Rex will be coming.
Yeah, they
out.
did the quote from him, on the Instagram
and
thing.
then
Yeah,
hashtag
yeah.
Legion. So
Right.
you never know. Maybe
sure,
we'll see Rex in the future.
But is he a commander or an operative?
Yeah, good question. Yeah.
That's going to be the
I would
question.
imagine
I think
a
he'd be
commander.
Probably.
yeah.
You think
he's
so?
a good
Yeah.
secondary commander.
Sure.
It would make sense.
If they do it kind of analog to how they did with the release for the Galactic Civil War,
Sure.
they may do a second commander,
Right.
Release shortly afterwards. That's yet to be speculated. We have enough to speculate on right now.
Sure, but Alex specifically said during the Q&A, if you're playing Republic, you're not going to have a lot of models on the board. So if we're generally Rebels right now is 9 to 11 activations, and then you're looking at Imperials about 8 to 10 generally in the competitive space. You're probably looking at maybe only 6 to 8 for the Imperials.
Yeah.
And you're probably looking at 11 to 13 for droids.
And honestly,
for the Confederacy. So,
I feel like that fits the character of the army,
does.
and I feel like it's enough of a derision from what we have already on the table that it's going to offer 4 distinct playstyles, like you
is
said.
great.
Division?
Yeah.
You said derision.
Thank you.
I deride your vocabulary. I have derision for your vocabulary,
Okay,
sir.
there you go.
I know it's just a
It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Oh my god! But like the models, like that was the first thing that caught my eye.
What do you think about
was-
the Phase 1 models?
I like them.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
So I was worried initially, like, okay, how much can they change this from the existing Stormtrooper model?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they did a good enough job. I also like the fact that they kind of look a little bit more cartoony.
Well, the Phase 1
based on the
trooper
paint
also
job.
has that Rocketeer
The
helmet.
fin,
right?
Yeah. But even like if you look at the paint jobs, they did. I don't know if they used like a blue glaze in the joints, but they have a little bit more.
Wow, you're digging deep there.
I mean, look. If you take a look at them,
wow, you
they
use
got-
your macro binoculars.
I
on that,
zoom
yeah.
enhance,
Oh,
zoom
that could
enhance.
just be lighting too.
It could be, but it looks to me like
That's the
coming-
great thing. You can paint them however you want, John.
That's
Boy.
true.
Black and purple.
They will not be black and purple. I promise you right
Yours
now.
won't be black and purple because you're not getting any.
Purple and black?
Oh, well, in that case.
Yeah, okay.
No, they like I think they use like a different paint scheme a little bit just to slightly alter it, but it's got a little bit more cartoony feel to it, and I
I could
kind
see
of
that
dig
a little
that.
bit.
Well, in talking about the models, the pose is great for Obi Wan,
Mm-hmm.
but
Oh,
the
yeah.
big thing is
It's
also
classic.
now that they're going to a different method of production.
Yeah.
They're getting away from the soft plastic push fit,
Yep.
which is
Is this
good.
confirmed? The materials
This
changing?
is confirmed.
Oh wow. Okay.
So for the core set, the clones are still going to be the push fit,
because you want your
Right.
ease of entrance for new players.
but the battle droids in the set are going to be on sprues, hard
Oh.
plastic GW style.
okay.
Ball joints in the arms on Grievous, so posable however the heck you want.
Oh, that's
And,
cool.
and
That's
Grievous, Grievous is like hyper moddable. Like,
So
you
can
do
we
it
have
with-
him scuttling upside down across the ceiling?
I don't know if it's that. Don't know if it's that
Because he does that.
moddable. But 2 arms or 4, lightsabers in all of them, a gun in one hand, 2 split arms with lightsabers in the other, and
And
cape or no cape.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's cool.
do you go cape
Baller.
or do you go no cape?
You go
No
cape.
capes.
I go cape.
You go cape.
I go cape.
Yeah, that cape.
No capes.
The way they've got the caped one painted up is
It does look really
phenomenal.
good. Yeah.
I'm gonna do caped with 3 arms holding lightsabers and the 4th arm holding up a B1 battle droid head and having him looking at it contemplatively. Oh, my dear Yorick, I knew him well.
But
I'm actually okay, sir.
But Nick Freeman made a really good point on the Legion Facebook today that this actually means something about the health of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because push fit and that kind of plastic, it's cheaper to use,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So you don't want to go and invest a bunch of money in all of the molds and everything that you've got to
that
do
it takes
to
for the
make,
mold-injected plastic
right, to
Yep.
do
sprues.
that kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
FFG feels good enough about the game and where it's
Yes.
at to go ahead and make that investment.
Good call, Nick.
And it's not
Yeah.
just it's a great little bit of perspective that I didn't even consider.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
Which is why Nick is the smartest player in this game, and I'm just some dude on. A
You're here,
podcast.
bud.
Yeah, here I am.
If
Smart
Nick was
enough
here.
for us.
But what they also said in the Q&A and in the thing is they're going to go back and retrofit everything to sprue eventually. So
That's cool.
So all of the droid stuff from the get-go is going to be on a sprue.
Mm-hmm.
Next, they're going to start phasing in Clone Wars, but the goal is to go back and retrofit everything else that's come out for this game off of mold injectable and sprue and hard plastic.
I can't wait to see the Han Solo options.
Hopefully they make his face better.
I'm just saying.
No, honestly, this is exciting for the future. I don't think
It is.
I don't think I'll go buy versions that are
I'm
already
not.
made.
Yeah, I
and,
won't
you know.
either. But
Yes,
if
you will.
new Imperial stuff comes out,
I know you will. You just bought a bunch of alien heads online. Of course you will.
I did. That's true, but I don't know if honestly, I don't feel that badly about the old sculpts to have to do that.
I don't either.
If they offer alternate sculpts, like you said, like Han Solo or some of
Sure.
the iconic hero
Right.
characters, I may do that.
But when the
Right.
Primaris clones start coming out,
Oh God, don't even.
Phase 2s? How much are Phase 2s going to be? Like 70 points a unit?
I'm still hoping
Like,
that the
good
Commandos will be coming out.
I'm sure. You'll probably get Galactic Marines and all of that other stuff.
Gungans,
ARC Troopers.
Gungans.
ARC Troopers would be pretty cool, too. But yeah, I mean...
There will be 6 models on the table.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, I mean... do we want to get into some of the
Do we want to break now and do it, or do we want to keep going?
Let's talk about let's go into the units
okay.
that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we got a second release article or
Sure.
article that got
Well, the expansion article, because
Yeah.
they announced the core set, and then they also announced the 2 standalone expansions.
one more thing about
Interesting.
the expand or about
Sure.
the core set before we move on.
Uh-huh.
We did get to look at the cards that are coming with it. It appears that as of right now, they're coming with the standard 4 starter cards.
Yep.
The assault, push,
Right.
the normal, standing
Right.
orders, and then they're also going to come
with different artwork.
With different artwork, yeah,
Which is cool.
which is awesome. And then you're also going to have the standard scenario cards,
Right.
the mission cards and things like that.
And they said during the Q&A that there will be more mission cards coming, but
Yes!
it'll be after this core set pushes.
Okay. That's fair. I
Release
like
date-
that they're going to make some more.
Release date for all this stuff is also Q3.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
Q2 starts in 2 days, 3 days. So
Yeah, so this is just around the corner.
The speculation is it'll be early release at Gen Con.
That makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Looks like we're
now,
gonna go to Gen Con.
I think I'm going to Gen Con. Yeah.
Right. Here's
If anybody's got hookups at Gen Con.
here's the most important thing about all of this, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff changing.
Yeah.
For from the original core set to this one, except the barricades. The
Yep.
barricades are staying the same. Barricades.
Now that's the hard-hitting journalism
It
I
is.
come to this
That-
podcast
it really
for.
is, yeah.
What is
one
the status?
thing in the game that needs no refinement, no improvement?
Don't change perfection.
Barricade.
Barricade gate.
Oh, we also got a 3 suppression card
Yes,
token
a 3 suppression token.
and a surge token.
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. That's huge.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So no more piles.
Oh man.
You don't have to be Teddy KGB splashing the pot full of suppression tokens anymore.
My My Jin is very happy about that.
Just
Right?
throwing it out like a bucket with Rip Torn
Right,
and
you're just like,
confetti, just like, hey!
Yeah. You get a suppression.
Yeah.
You get a suppression.
Oh,
The
my
search
eye!
token
Yeah.
is a neat little mechanic, too.
It is, yeah.
Basically, it's going to work like the calculate on in X-Wing.
I don't know what that means. Break it down for me.
Okay.
What does the surge token do?
So the search token, we don't know yet how you get it.
Okay.
I don't know if they said.
well,
if there's
apparently
an
the clones
action.
do something with
Sure.
it because it's in their box.
Right. But basically, what it does is it lets you convert one surge on offense or defense to a hit or a block.
Oh.
Vader
maybe
thanks,
it's an action?
Vader
But
thanks
it's
you very
one.
much.
I mean, that's...
It's one. You spend it once to change one die.
Well, I mean, you spend
all of
one
them.
aim token. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
So if
Huh.
I roll an attack and I've got 2 surges, I can spend a surge token to convert one of them.
Okay. I mean, but that's
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Sure. Yeah.
But riddle me this, Matt. How do we make Vader better?
You give him tank legs.
Oh, damn.
You didn't think about the tank legs.
No, I
No,
didn't
you
think
give him
about that.
surges.
You give him surges.
You cut his cost by 25
No.
points.
I think they've said that they like the cost where he's at. I think he
They
just needs a
actually-
little plus.
One of the things that Alex said in the Q&A is, app possibly coming.
Okay. So live
Right,
tweaks.
right. But they want to do a points rebalance. I don't know how that works with printed cards and stuff like that.
My speeder sense is tingling.
But
I
right.
would recommend against that.
and it
I
sounded
don't
like
know.
they wanted to do it sooner rather than later. kind
But
of
if
thing.
they don't have any like quarter 3 announcements, this is going to be like a year probably.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. But, point
What
rebalancing.
what is your
I like how
Problem.
things are balanced right now, and I just
you wouldn't
don't
like to
want
see
them.
slight tweaks to things?
I don't want it to go to like Warhammer 40k. As far as I'm concerned right now, Warhammer 40k is the worst case scenario for any war game there is.
Okay.
Everything they do, I think, is wrong. And what they've done since 8th edition has been out has been
Harsh.
the whole, FAQ this, FAQ that. Oh, we got a new chapter approved come out, and it's just like every 2-3 months things adjust in points, things different in functionality. There's no consistency. I really like how this game has been balanced, and I think adding things like surge tokens or new pilots to make vehicles more viable, that's how you balance the game.
Better than just actual raw points
Yeah,
changes?
because then you get these stupid points changes all the time, and especially when you have them printed on cards. Leave it at that. End rant.
Sure.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So funny because somebody was mentioning this the other day. I think it was like one of the old operations or the missions that got updated.
The
Key positions.
Yeah.
They were like, well, it says this, and they're like, yeah, but they changed it. He was
Right.
like, how was I supposed to know about that? And I think it was Nick again that jumped in and was like, hey, just a reminder, the rules reference guide is the rules.
Right.
Everything on the card is just a reminder for you.
Yeah.
So that is not what you go by. What you go by is
It would-
that just kind of reminded me of this
Yeah,
situation.
it would be nice to have a printed version of the rules. Not gonna lie.
I mean, you can just hit print. It's easy.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice to be able to buy them somewhere and not
Buy the rules?
print them.
You are a silly man filled with childish
Coming
fantasies.
quarter 4.
Grow up,
You expect
sir.
me to use like
Jeez.
some kind of magical tablet device
Yes,
where I can just
yeah, the one that you
reference
bring with
things?
you everywhere, anyways.
Fine.
Okay, chisel it into a clay tablet. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I want it brought from the heavens,
Yeah.
scried on stone tablets. Okay?
Admiral Moses coming down.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the expansion sets. I think we covered everything from the starter
Sure did.
box.
So, I mean, you've got the. It's important here to see that they're not doing expansions from out of the gate of Rolly Boys and Bark Speeders.
Well, not that they've announced.
Not that they've announced right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But right now,
because that was all in the wave one for
was.
the original stuff. So
Right.
we can maybe
know,
expect that.
But then also a little bit more on top of that because you had the Airspeeder and you had the ATST also.
So we're probably looking at
know,
maybe another 1 unit for each side.
possibly, sure.
And they've also said that there will still be GCW era units coming out.
They did say
during
they're going
the
to
clone
slow
and-
that down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because they need to ramp up 2 other factions, but understandable.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do first? You want to do clones, or you want to do?
I got clones right here, so let's do clones.
So let's do clones.
So the clones are your heavy elite troopers here. It's 52, 56 points. What was it?
It is Enhance.
Yeah, it's 50. I think it's 52.
I think it starts at 52. It
Yeah,
looks
52 points for 4 dudes. 1 health, 1 courage.
Extra clone trooper is 13.
Is 13.
Yeah.
So 52.
Reds and blacks.
What's
For the dice.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So black attack dice.
Yep.
Red defense dice, no surge on
No
either.
surge. Hey.
So,
that's fine.
You're playing the 50-50 game all the way around.
Yeah.
And then it's got 2 heavy weapons there. One of them, I think it was 2 reds. I don't have it right there in front of me.
Looks like, range 1 to 4, DC 15, phase 1 trooper with critical 1.
Okay.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know what critical 1 does.
But we see at least 2
Critical
red
1
dice.
is you can convert 1 surge to a crit.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there you
cool.
go. That's not bad.
Not bad at all. So
So it looks like their sniper config is probably what that is, if it's going to be 2 red.
Sure.
Range 1 to 4.
Yep.
Okay, and then we have the Z6.
The Z6, which F you.
What? Well, where do you think the rebels got it?
Right.
They weren't
No, I
cobbling them
understand.
together in their workshop.
But I mean, who knows how much that stuff's going to cost?
We don't know,
Right. I mean, you're looking at, what, 24?
I bet we could math it out,
Yeah,
though.
Probably. But I mean, taking a full unit of clone troopers is going to be expensive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what's the?
But the fire support ability
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah.
So what it allows you to do is if you're making an attack against a target, because what else would you attack in this game? What you get to do is if there's any other unit, and it doesn't limit range or number, but any other unit with a face-up order token can add 1 weapon from each eligible mini to the attack pool.
God.
Yeah, right.
So start throwing some DC, DC 15s on there.
So if you pull a token out of the bag, activate a clone trooper, and then you've got 3 other clone troopers that have face-up order tokens, you can dump all of them into the attack pool. Now, what that does is that really screws your activation control because that counts as that unit's turn.
Yeah.
You take that face-up order token and flip it face down. It's done. It doesn't get to do anything else. But you got something that needs to die right now. Here's,
it sounds
20.
Yeah.
Here's 27 dice
All
that
the
I'm gonna
dice.
roll. Right.
It sounds like they could use some defensive tech to keep them alive after they've dumped all their orders, though.
Like
Maybe
what?
something like smoke grenades.
Sure, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I mean, it takes an action.
I mean, this would be really useful if you had just say an extra weapon that adds blast.
Sure.
I mean, you just have them. Had a unit that's nearby, just throw an extra blast. Like, say you got like one guy left. Sergeant Steve's left, and he's got a concussion grenade, and have him just go ahead and chuck that one blast grenade, add blast to the pool, and all of a sudden, no cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, there's some situations
Thank you,
where it can be
Sergeant
really
Steve.
helpful.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, it also, you add it to the attack pool, which, I mean, you're basically waving a big middle finger at cover at that point,
Yeah.
right? Or a dodge token at that point. But
They wouldn't be disrespecting the barricade, would
right. But if that unit that is adding to the attack pool has an uninterrupted line of sight to the unit you're attacking, it doesn't get to, it doesn't count for those because it's the pool. One thing I just want to so Ryan Farmer, kind of friend of the show from the My Next Squadron podcast, just texted me. I'm so in for clones, never been more in. I think there's going to be a Camino play area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
Ooh,
just to show
cool.
you, I mean, folks are really stoked about this. I texted another friend of mine and just sent him some of the pictures and said, clones announced today. And he just sent me like a litany of Lando Calrissian reaction gifs. So, folks are really, really stoked.
No, I
really
honestly
jammed for
expect
this.
our community to double
absolutely.
as a result of this.
It's so funny that movies that are so universally panned have created a universe
Everybody's-
that's still.
I
I'm not here
think
for the
it's-
movies, man. I'm here for
I
the
know.
TV show.
Yeah, and that's where everybody's getting it from. Everybody's
Yeah.
getting it from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But that's it for the clone troopers. One keyword. That's it.
And then we see the smoke grenades too.
Right.
So I mean, you can barely see the text in there, but it looks like something that
You gain action smoke.
Well, it says also, if you read it, it says you gain action smoke, and then it says smoke token within blank line of sight of your blank of your unit. So what I'm guessing is maybe
Are we doing
this.
Mad Libs now?
You're right.
I'm just a guess here, but maybe it prevents. If you had a unit out in the open, you throw this out there, then they don't have line of
It
sight.
obscures line of sight. Sure.
So
Which basically grants them heavy cover.
or not being able to be shot at all.
Yeah.
If it obscures line of sight
Oh,
entirely.
sure. Yeah, you're true. Yeah.
So that could be really useful
Yeah.
if you're just trying to, screen out a flank or something like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean,
I like that they're not going with like, oh, okay, put 3-inch rings on the table to keep track of it.
Yeah.
No, it's just that unit over there.
Yeah.
You can see the one behind them. That's
Right.
fine.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's cool.
all right. So we're
I'm
gonna take
down for that.
quick break right now, and then we'll come back and talk about the
B1s.
B1 droids.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tatooine Network, recorded on location at Power 9 Games. Whether you're looking for the latest releases from Legion, X-Wing, 40K, Magic, or any of our other extensive inventory of board and card games, head to power9games.com and use coupon code OUTRIDER10 to get 10% off your order. Plus, shipping is free on orders over $100. Now, back to the Outriders.
Welcome back, Outriders. All right, so we got the B1 droids here, and
They suck.
I think they look awesome.
look,
Yeah. No, they look cool. They look really cool.
They look really cool.
On what you're doing on the table with them, though, is it's definitely going to be a challenge.
Giving cheap orders to everybody?
Giving cheap orders to everybody.
To the table?
So,
Yeah.
all right, so there's gonna be some playability with these guys.
There is, yeah. There's a lot you can do, and like I said,
They've got the search
I don't want to say
tokens, too.
human wave
Yeah.
because they're droids, but it's if you're an old 40K, if you're a 40K player, it's the silver wave of Necrons, kind of thing.
No,
So-
Necrons are good.
But Necrons actually,
Yeah.
but Necrons are a little bit more expensive. I mean, this is essentially like orcs or
Over the wall!
Yeah.
The wall! Yeah.
So 36 points
This is cannon
for
fodder.
6 units, for 6 minis, base. 1 health, 1 courage. So they do get a courage. They do get a
So they're not
chance
just-
to,
Oh,
they're not-
interesting.
so
yeah.
they can be panicked.
So 1 white die for attack, 1 white die for defense.
You could have just said 1 watt die and left
no
it there.
surge. So you're playing the 25% game here, basically.
yeah,
It's good luck with that, man.
I feel like with the droids, and granted, we don't know what else is out there besides the B1 battle droids yet, as far as like what their actual cards do. But if I had to venture a guess, I would say these guys are going to be more just spawn as many of them as you can, take
Sure.
points, try to oversaturate them, and the offensive ability is going to come from things like the Rolly Boys,
Right.
From Grievous
Masked Fire
or Masked
and
Fire,
stuff like that, yeah.
So
But-
these guys are just going to be there on the table to take
Right.
up space.
So what you're looking at as far as keywords on these units, they have AI attack, which means you have to attack with your first action if you're able. So if you have unless you have a face-up order token.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
so if you have a
I'm
face-up
glad you
order
could read
token,
that
you
because
can
I
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you don't have a face-up order token, if you have a valid target, you have to attack it
Well,
with
see,
your first action.
the coordinated droid trooper
Sure.
kind of helps that.
But the other keyword that they have is kind of a coordinate. So it's basically like a mind meld. When they're issued an order, if there's another unit within range 1, you can issue that one in order as well. Now, here's where the FFG word kung fu
Okay, yeah.
makes a difference.
Okay.
It's not limited in number of times, or it's not limited by range, except for the range 1.
yeah.
So when you're issued an order, you issue another order.
Yep.
Well, if you issue that order, because it's issue and not assign, to another droid unit, it just chains it right on down the line.
And that's why I think that makes up for the AI attack.
Sure.
Because if you basically link all these guys together at range 1,
And
you
it kind of enforces that idealized droid kind of ways of guys coming
Sure.
at you.
Yeah.
It kind of encourages that
Right.
style
Yeah.
of play, and I like that.
But it also makes you got to have your army nice and compact. Because
Sure.
you get outside of range 1, and you know how easy that is.
I mean, you could just spread wide across the board and within range 1 of each other all the way down.
But I mean, you move out a little bit, or
and then the command and control breaks down, and
right.
okay.
Yeah. So,
or if you're a smart opponent, shoots up your middle.
Then
all of a sudden, you got to either consolidate
But you
your
know
lines.
that he's going to do that, and you No.
So basically, for running B1s, you've got to have a rank and file murder ball. Is basically what you're stuck with.
Stuck with?
Well,
to. How many core troops can I take again?
6.
Oh.
But where that kind of starts to fall apart is you've seen some of the boards that people play on. There's
Sure.
not always going to be cover for all of
you're-
these units. Now, the good thing is that the unit is going to max out at eight dudes in it.
Okay.
They're other than getting really,
Oh, they start at 6, and
they
then they
start
can
at
add.
6, and then they can add 2
okay, I
more.
didn't catch
you get
that.
a heavy weapon
Good.
and an additional dude. So unless you just get a really lucky Z6 roll, there's no really one unit in the game that can wipe out a full unit of stormtroopers or B1s.
B1s.
Sorry, stormtroopers.
Sure.
I was dreaming there for a minute.
You wish your
I
stormtroopers
wish.
were mindless automatons.
Wait, they're not?
Oh.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
Steve.
so I mean, even if you've got a full up, I suppose a full up stormtrooper squad could do it, but good luck,
Sure.
right?
I mean,
rolling all those white dice, even with surge and aims and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a really hard time killing all of those droids in one go. So they're gonna take white dice, no surge for defense. Sucks. It could take a lot of killing.
And just a little bit of quick math here, and I did not use a calculator. So
it's probably wrong.
So six units of these things with 6 guys in each unit. You're taking bare minimum. Just throwing 6 of them out there. 216 points.
Jeez.
That's not bad at all. So you can essentially fill all of your core slots
Right.
for a quarter of your army.
Right. And then you got Rolly Boys and Grievous.
This means that the Separatists are going to have a lot of room to play with all the fun toys if they want to.
and they're going to have a
Yeah.
ton of models
Yeah.
on the board.
And that's
So
if
that
you're worried about
HAAT tank that's probably coming in this
Right.
wave as the unannounced vehicle at this point.
I mean, that alone is 36 minis on the board.
yeah, and
That's a lot of kit.
and when you spread
Man.
these out,
that's
I
a
mean,
lot of dipping right there.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and think about what you can do as far as how spacing out your minis. You're worried about spreading your models across the board. You can maintain that synapse range or your coordinate,
Synapse.
whatever. Coordinate. We'll just call it robot synapse.
Yeah.
You want to like spread that out. I mean, you can easily get that across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really not that difficult to do.
But it's awesome. I'm super pumped for all of this. This is all great.
Yay.
And it's what the game needs right now. It's,
Sure.
Yeah.
It's the game was diversifying a little bit more with what they've done with Death Troopers
Sure.
and Pathfinders and
Jin, yeah.
and Krennic. But man,
This is going to flip it
Man.
on its head.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And, just the amount of new people in the last 6 hours or so that I've seen on the Facebook groups and on the Discord. People have never said anything before, and they're all like, well, we're excited. It's like, where'd you come from? Right? Whether they've been lurking or whatever. But, man, what a shot in the arm for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I really think it needed it because I feel like
No.
we've been gradually
It's been trending
growing,
upward, definitely.
but
Oh,
this is definitely a big.
This will be a big boost. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Boost. Yes.
Also, the 2 cards that we saw for it, you got a rocket launcher.
Right.
It looks like range 2 to 4.
Yep.
At
least one red,
at
2
least 2 black. Impact 2.
Yep.
So that's
And you can bet it's
decent
probably
enough.
going to be exhaustible.
Probably going to be expensive. And then we're looking at a E5CB1 trooper, which is a range 1 to 3 and at least 3 black.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So
Not bad at all.
Got some decent heavy weapons to throw in there.
And 6 points for the standard dude. Heavy weapons another 10 points. That still gets you what, 50 points?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not bad at all.
By Grabthar's hammer, what a savings.
I hate you so bad right now.
Aw, just now.
So I know you're not playing either of them, Josh,
No.
but which of the 2 has you more excited?
Yes.
That's I mean, yeah.
I mean, they
Don't make me choose.
I can't.
Okay, clones.
Clones?
Clones are gonna be cool.
I'm excited to
I'm
be
just
fighting
excited for
against the
new play
B1s.
styles. I'm just excited to see not mirror matches and not more rebels, right? And to be honest with you, a lot of people I see gripe about the time travel aspect of the Republic against the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Well, wait till the old Republic stuff starts
right?
rolling out.
And they did mention during the panel that they're already looking at more factions. So
really,
yes, they said nothing definitive yet, but they're like this brings in 2 new factions, and we're looking at adding to that. So awesome.
If they actually have a proper pirate faction.
Somebody asked them about that, and they said that most of the independents, at least from the Galactic Civil War time frame, Lando, Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
Really kind of parse into one side or the other just when you look at them, right?
Okay.
They either fall like Boba Fett, they're a bad guy.
Okay.
Right?
There's more than just those guys.
Yeah. I know. But they said that most of the people that they would add as part of a mercenary faction or a scum faction,
like Hutts,
kind of already parsed down into one side or the other.
Yeah.
With the one exception they mentioned was Hondo. So you might get
friends.
You might get the double agent.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah. But
that makes sense for him too.
Right.
So you're looking forward to the clones most?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, the Republic.
This is what I've been. I like elite style armies, so this is perfect.
I'm excited
very
to see
excited.
what else they're going to add.
Yeah,
especially as the heavies, as the tanks and stuff. That's where the excitement lies for me.
Yeah, I don't know which one I'm gonna play for the most part. I really enjoy playing Rebels. I'm going to play one of these 2 at least for a while. I'm leaning more towards droids because I just think it offers.
I want to play against droids.
Well, then I'll play against you.
Okay, that's
there we
great.
go. And we'll make Josh sit there and watch.
Sorry, Josh, your empire hasn't been created yet. We do not recognize your sovereignty.
I like to watch.
So yeah, was there any other big news or anything that they talked about during the
just random stuff that came out of the panel? Creature troopers, so your tauntauns are not going to get cover from suppression.
Interesting.
Which,
okay.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting. Which, of course not.
Makes
right?
sense.
It's a dumb animal. It's not gonna know it's being shot at. It's gonna dirt.
Why do my Wookiees get suppression then?
Because they're not dumb animals.
Just you, John.
Oh, okay.
You're the dumb animal.
That's fair.
So the rest of it was just little odds and ends like that. They did leave open the possibility of getting alternate versions of characters we already have in the game. So right now, right now we kind of have the Luke Skywalker. If you look at the title underneath him, it says Hero of the Rebellion.
Yeah. And
he's kind of Tatooine Luke, right? Just found Daddy's lightsaber kind of thing. Somebody asked, "Are we going to see now that
Luke Skywalker, whiny farmer?"
Right, Wormy is actually the name in the screenplay, but. Somebody asked, "Hey, are we going to start to see multiple versions now that you're doing new casts?" And
I want
everything?
that Hoth solo.
Yeah, well, the example that Alex pulled specifically was, I could see us doing like a Return of the Jedi Luke, right?
Nice.
Dope.
So that kind of
at Star Wars Celebration 2020,
right?
Or 2021, I guess.
And I think that was really it. That the only other thing is that when it comes to the force powers that are already in the game, Republic is going to use light side, and
Separatists are going to use
dark side.
Makes sense.
So
but
we don't have a force user yet for the dark side.
There couldn't possibly be anybody to choose from.
But the Republic became the Empire, which uses
right.
dark side. And the separate... no!
Okay.
Does not compute.
Take the red pill.
Okay. Oh, okay. I feel better now.
Disconnect from the Matrix here.
Oh, God.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolute sense.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up the stuff we've seen from Adepticon.
I want more. Please,
we did see some stuff that was, because the tanks are on sale now. The Terrestrial Slipper is on sale now early at Adepticon.
Yep.
So we saw the mounted weapons for those. So the pintle mounted gun for the for the tank.
Yeah.
It's like 14 points, and it's a DLT.
It's a DLT.
Impact
Okay.
1,
Makes
range
sense.
1 to 4.
I think that's what we're expecting.
And then there's another gun that's like 1 red, 4 white, and it's it's basically like an M60 kind of thing.
More DACA?
Yeah, more DACA, basically.
But they're cheap, though.
But
they're
they were
both
cheap.
relatively
Yeah, one was
cheap.
like 18, one was 14.
Well, that's good.
Which is good.
Okay.
And they're not fixed front, so they are 360, which is good. With Arsenal, you can attack something right in front of you, and then something behind you, or to the side, or whatever.
Okay.
Split fire. The ones that came out for the Terrestrial Slipper, one of them is basically Bistian's gun. So it's impact, ion, exhaustible, and it's like 34 points. It's expensive.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I forget what it was, but it's also expensive.
Essentially, like if you want
But
to
they're
like
both fixed front because they're mounted in front of the.
yeah,
pilot.
if you want to kit out that airspeeder or land speeder, it's going to be 100 points just for the guns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just for the guns
Yeah.
and the dudes.
Well,
And Spleemo.
yeah, magnet butts don't come cheap. So
No.
he
Because
sacrificed
he's got a magnet in
his butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we pretty much had all the reveals from the Adepticon, and now I
And
guess
good
all
luck
that's left
again
to do there
to
is
everybody that's playing.
yeah, all that's left now is just to actually play
Yeah.
the game.
All right.
Right.
Good luck.
So it's what, tomorrow, Saturday,
Tomorrow,
and
Saturday, Sunday. So the last chance qualifiers tomorrow.
Yep.
And then High Command is Saturday, Sunday. So Swiss Saturday, cut Sunday, I believe.
Cool. Well, good luck to everybody out there doing the last
Yeah.
chance qualifier,
Yeah.
and then I'm excited to see what people we know from LVO are going to be doing the big thing on the Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. So
And of
cool.
course, may the Schwartz be with you.
I'm excited to see what Nick Freeman brings, just because he's always so secretive about the list that
Right.
he's going to run. He's like, "Oh, I'm running
What
jank
flavor
on
of
Friday."
jank is he bringing? Yeah.
Well, he says that he's doing the jank on Friday, but then Saturday
lots of
he's got
things.
like a good list.
isn't
so
he
we'll
already
see.
qualified?
He is, but
Oh.
I'm sure he's just there to probably ruin someone else's day.
Yay!
All right, guys. I know you guys have got a couple, a little bit more other things to do, but
Shouldn't you
I've
go
got-
now?
Yeah, I've
Get
got
out of here.
I've got a hot date, literally. So I've got to, I gotta go.
And by a hot date, he means moaning Myrtle in the bathroom.
Yeah! Go drop a moaning myrtle.
You don't know how hot Myrtle is.
So Rally Point qualifiers, we got
We got the
the
list.
overshadowed announcement already.
Yes!
And-
There's just been so much good information. It's tough to keep up with everything.
Two of these places seem fairly recognizable. One of them is in North Las Vegas. Do we know what that is?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's where you're sitting.
It's right here.
Yes.
Right
yeah,
here.
it's in your pants.
In my pants.
Yeah.
Rally Point
No,
qualifier. in my
I've been
pants.
busting to talk about this since we got contacted a couple of weeks ago saying, hey, you guys want to pick a weekend? But yes, we got picked to do a RPQ, and it's going to be October 12th. Right now we're aiming for 36 players. So should be a fun day of gaming. We're considering doing 2 days, but more details to follow. Probably couldn't fit it all into one day, though.
Let's make this the biggest Rally Point qualifier.
Well,
Let's-
as long as the biggest is 36, then because that's, I believe, what the kit supports. We'll have some more information. We
okay
might
then.
have. So the concern is not really being able to play somebody; it's to have enough quality tables, really,
Okay.
and then to have it not spiral out of turning into a 15-hour event, and everybody just wants to go jump off a ledge.
I like your or I don't like your lack of dedication.
Oh, I'm so
I mean,
dedicated.
15 hours. That's
Okay,
child's
20
play.
hours. I mean,
You gotta step those numbers up.
oh, those are rookie numbers.
Those are
Got
rookie
it.
numbers in this gamble.
Well, more information to come as we work on the details for that. But we will definitely have tickets at the Power 9 Games website, and I'm sure we'll have an announcement here soon.
But there are a lot of them.
There are.
I'm looking
We've
at
got
some of the
our
ones in the
friends down
Southwest.
in
yeah.
Arizona, also at Games U. So Brendan and crew. So
Yeah, they got one over to St. George, which is close by to us. So
Yep. We're thinking about
trying to go to
traveling
that
for
one.
Yep.
The one that blew my mind. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know what listeners we have back in my home state of Wisconsin, but naturally I went to go look. All my family lives there, and I go back home quite often. Johnny C Games in Schofield, Wisconsin, is hosting one of the Rally Point qualifiers.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody of you guys that actually goes to Johnny C's listen to our show, but that's awesome, and I'm going.
They probably
to be there for that.
applied under the local boy done good, John Archicat. Used to play here and is now a Legion.
I don't think they
No?
existed when I was
Oh, well, there you go. We're claiming you anyways.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, that's super cool. So if any of you guys are going to be at that one, I will try to be there. Best part is it's going to be December 10th, I think, which means we're going to weed out all the people who can't handle snow.
Oh, wow.
So it's
I
going to
actually
be...
might go with you for that one.
All right.
Because we can turn it into another in-law trip for my
Perfect.
wife's family. So.
Yeah, there you go.
How far away from...
From Rapids?
Yeah.
Like 45 minutes, an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
not
so
bad.
I could totally...
Yeah.
Assuming that we can clear our tauntauns and get past the last checkpoint to get there without freezing to death.
Yeah, that might be a struggle. Maybe bring your airspeeder.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm having trouble adapting to new codes, but... So, okay, we got RPQs. What else?
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the bracket.
Oh, we've got brackets.
Yeah, so we got the Imperial
You've
March
got
Madness.
brackets.
So Matt has still yet to grasp how
I don't understand
how
this.
brackets work.
No.
So there's a thing that happens every March called March Madness, and it's a American tradition.
I heard it. I've heard of this because you mentioned it last week.
It's it's sports ball.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, we adapted the bracket technology.
So
to
which
our
one
own
has
purposes.
the snitch?
All right, so Josh posted it on various forums, our
Yes.
Legion Facebook page.
Is he going to post the updated brackets after this one?
Yeah, so we'll get that posted. So
Cool.
using our expert system here, we've got the 1 versus 8 seeds. These usually, according to basketball,
Wow,
they
you better use your macro binoculars.
almost
on that.
always go, yeah, right. Almost always go according to chalk. But we've got Luke against the 7-4Z bikes.
I mean, come on, Luke wins, right?
Luke wins
I mean,
this.
we saw this in the movies.
Yeah, exactly, right? Luke, what about Luke on the bike, though?
Ooh, if they release that, that'd be pretty cool.
Right.
It'd also be the most annoying level in Jedi Academy. You have to try and slice people with the lightsaber on the
Right.
speeder bike. Come on.
It'd be jousting. Would be cool, though.
I mean, that would be kind of... So that was kind of my hope. If they do more bark speeders, they actually have the Clone Wars jousting going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
All right, so
anyways.
Luke wins that match. In the 4 versus 5, and this is where it gets a little
Okay.
a little bit dicey here. We got Chewie versus the Saboteurs.
Oh, that is tough.
So
Wait,
while
so
I'm-
specifically the
so-
ones with the bombs?
specifically the ones with the bombs, yes.
I'd give it to the Saboteurs.
So we're gonna go with Chewie on this one because
Really?
it's a 4-on-5 seed. It's,
Well, I
it's a close
consider that an
matchup.
upset.
I think because of the versatility Chewie brings to other units in the army. I think Saboteurs, while with somebody who knows how to play them, I've seen them used to great effect.
Amazing effect.
I think that
As a bad player, I tend to just ignore Chewie and go for the Saboteurs because I find them more annoying.
they are
But
more
then again,
annoying.
I'm a bad player.
But with Chewie having Pierce, having the ability to shoot 2 red and 2 white, and you don't have to rely on your opponent to walk into it, and you don't have to sacrifice. He's
How
got
much did the command cards
9
play into that
wounds.
equation?
They come into effect a little bit,
Okay.
but having 9 wounds, having the ability to develop charge and throw
Freak out a little bit.
a ton of I think it's 4 red dice in close combat.
I mean, it seems like a lot.
Yeah, Chewie gets it.
Okay, fair enough.
All right,
I'll give you a pass on that one.
number 3 Veers versus number 6 Commandos. You go with Veers here. I think. You go with
Yeah,
Veers.
I mean, yeah. Just regular stock standard commandos.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no,
So,
I get that.
I think having the low profile is nice, but I'm sorry, but Veers just adds a little
we
too
we
much.
bring you for the special weapons commandos.
Right, yeah. Palp, the number 2 seed,
Mm.
and the number 7 seed Rebel Troopers, just bread and butter Rebel Troopers.
Well, I know which one I see on the table more.
Well, okay. I think you gotta take Palp here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess.
All right, so that wraps it up for the Hoth system first round. We go to
Okay.
the Lando system. Okay?
Lando system.
Lando system. We got number 1 Princess Leia against number 8 repair droids.
Oh, Leia. Come on.
Well, let's see. You've got the model that actually does something, and the model I've never yet seen on the table.
I mean, I've seen a few repair droids.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. Especially at LVO.
Okay, fair
Because
enough.
they just came out.
Well, you did also play a guy who had the airspeeder and probably an ATSD.
I did play against an ATSD
Yeah.
and an airspeeder.
Okay, so there you
that
go.
makes more sense, I guess. Okay, but Leia, yes,
Well, Leia.
clearly still.
Number 4
Is
and
Leia.
5. We got Wookiees at number 4 seed against the 1.4 FD towers at number 5.
I mean, Wookiees, right?
I go with Wookiees.
Of course you do, because you're biased.
Yeah. But I do.
The whole damn system's corrupt.
I did buy a 1.4 FD recently and have been using it more recently, and they're good.
My stock in them has definitely gone up. I definitely value them more than when they first, and I've been seeing them played more.
Yeah,
so.
And to be honest with you, they offer, even if they don't do anything for the entire game, the effect that they can have just on area
shut down
denial.
an entire area of the board against a local Mr. Metz the other night. So that was points well invested as far as I'm concerned.
It was. It didn't shoot once, but he didn't come on half the board. So 70 points, well worth it. So Wookiees take that, though. Number 3 seed Death Troopers against the number 6 seed IRG. We've got the Battle of Empire Special Forces here.
So wait, it was Royal Guards and who?
And Death Troopers.
Oh, the ones we haven't seen. Well, I've never seen them on the table, so I'm assuming they just suck.
We kind of threw them in speculatively.
Yeah.
I go
Hopefully we'll see some games of it tonight.
I go with Death Troopers just because I feel like, there's a lot of play styles that IRG just don't really.
They're good to soak wounds, and you can torpedo them off if you like. But I think the Death Troopers just kind of augment the Imperial forces, at least potentially, that much better.
Agreed. All right, and last matchup in the Lando system, number 2 Han Solo against number 7 Com Troops.
That's
Han,
just insulting.
my bookie.
All right, yeah.
All right. Dagobah system, we got number 1 Boba Fett and the T-47s at number 8.
Okay, Boba Fett, obviously.
I know. Okay.
Obviously.
I figured you wanted to go for a homer pick and pick your T-47, but I appreciate you picking with your heart, with your head and not your heart.
I mean, I play with Boba Fett too. But
that's true.
Still.
All right, so number 4 ATRTs and number 5
I've seen a lot more
Fleet
Boba
Troopers.
Fetts than T-47s.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Number 4 ATRT, number 5 Fleet Troopers.
Ooh, I give it to the Fleet.
So this is where I think we go with the upset, and we pick the number 5 Fleet Troopers.
Okay.
Now, ATRTs are good. Take them bare bones.
Yeah,
they're a very versatile unit.
Yeah. The versatility is real nice for the ATRT, but man, fleets can just put so much damage.
Put so much firepower out there. I'm going to go with Fleet Troopers on this one.
Oh, wait, is this with the scatter gun or?
Just in
the
general.
one nobody takes.
But I think it's an ion. Right.
It's a grenade launcher.
That scatter gun is great though. 2 red and Pierce with the surge. Yeah,
and it doesn't tap. So
yeah. All right, so number 2 Jyn Erso and number 7 Specialist Officers. Jyn.
Yeah, I haven't played Jyn yet, but and I like the Specialist Officers. They definitely are beneficial, but clearly Jyn.
Yeah, Jyn's awesome. Number 3 Stormtroopers and number 6 Healbots.
I mean Stormtroopers.
Yeah. You go.
Healbots are fine, but Stormtroopers are Stormtroopers.
Yeah, exactly. I think next rounds we're going to start seeing a little bit more upsets because that's Stormtroopers are Jyn Erso is good, but Stormtroopers are
Stormtroopers,
good.
yeah.
Especially get some DLTs on there.
You'll have to do some real calculations here.
Yeah. All right, so the Imperial Center system.
Coruscant, yes.
Yeah, Coruscant. Number 1 Snipers against number 8 E-Webs.
Oh, snipers.
I mean, snipers, they're pushing for being the best unit in the game.
I think that's how we've seen people finish their brackets, and I think snipers have universally gotten to at least the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so that's going to be a tough one to beat. Sure, quarterfinals works.
Okay, cool. Semifinals, maybe?
Semifinal. There's quarterfinals, then semifinals, then finals. So,
yay!
There you go.
Brackets.
So you're learning bracketology right in front of us. Look at that. Snow Troopers at number 4 and Pathfinders at number 5. Oh, God, see, I love me some Pathfinders. I really do.
Yeah, but Snow Troopers.
But Snow Troopers, I mean, you getting them with that flamethrower
and
some impact grenades or frag grenades. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna go chalk. I'm gonna go with Snow Troopers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What are you thinking?
Honestly, I could have coin flipped it.
Okay.
Because I think they're both very useful. I mean, my heart belongs to the Snow Troopers at this point because I play with them the most. But I could see it going either way.
As somebody who does enjoy using Pathfinders, and I think they bring a lot to the game. Snow Troopers, I think, are still a little bit better.
I just noticed that without Josh here, I probably should be raging more or something and calling just BS on all this.
Yeah, sit on the other side.
Duly noted. We have lodged his complaint of BS for all of these results.
Number 2, Lord Vader against the number 7 Scout Troopers without snipers, without saboteurs, just Scouts.
I mean, Lord Vader, of course.
He's a number 2 seed.
The strong
there
2
was some
about.
question of whether or not he should be a 2.
Nuggety number 2 that we expect.
Number 3, we got Director Krennic, and number 6, the ATST.
Oh man,
it's a tough one. I know you like ATSTs.
I
you
do
like
love
vehicles.
my ATSTs.
I think because Krennic, what he's going to be bringing to the Imperial
commanders
forces,
just augment how you play your list. So.
Yeah, and I think
ATSTs do too, but
yeah, Krennic can make all these other units better.
It's just because of the art on that card, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
It's got some
Krennic.
Let's be real. Yeah, so Krennic's going to take that one. So that'll wrap up our first round of the Imperial March Madness.
Well, all right. Well done.
Tell us what you think of our picks. I think for right now, it's
be nice.
Nothing overly controversial.
No.
But let us know what you think. The only big upset, I guess, was the Fleet Troopers beating the ATRT.
I dig it. No, I totally get that. That's a close one.
It is.
Super.
It was a tough call. We went with.
But you took a good. Hard think about it.
You're right. We poured over the evidence.
Yes.
We went through.
Check the numbers.
They don't lie.
Yeah.
So there you go. Decision made. Fleet Troopers.
Okay.
All right. So
next round.
Next round, we'll see. Let's be where all the controversy is.
Please mark
and of course,
your brackets if you've been following along.
Yeah, and I won't be here, so it's going to be up to you and Josh to decide this next round.
Oh boy.
So that's where you'll have all the arguments and the ranting.
Yeah. Oh. Because I will be picking based on criteria he won't even imagine.
Right.
See, what you don't understand is the Scout Troopers didn't exist until before the Battle of Yavin, and there was... No.
That's the kind of information you're not going to get from me, so Josh can help you with that.
Not me either, but anyways.
So that'll pretty much wrap it up for this week.
Well, not quite, because it
got?
is the last recording day of the month, so we have Patreon winners.
Well, heck yeah, let's do it.
Let's go through that real quick. And again, thanks to all of our Patreon supporters at Patreon/Legion Outriders. Thank you guys for really helping out with the show, and I'm going to get a new mixing board soon, I think. And also, we're going to run some new T-shirts.
Oh, nice.
So, T-shirts, power9games.com. We still have some of the Legion Outriders, done in the Empire Strikes Back style, and we're probably going to be running the Barricada shirts here soon, too.
That's awesome. I know we had a lot of people asking for those.
Yeah, a lot of people waited on that, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we had our winners. So for the $25 gift card, we had Joseph Callingzad.
Hey, Joe!
But guess what, Joe? I'm very sorry. You actually won just a few months ago. So I did put a 6-month stipulation if you had won within the last 6 months.
Why would you tell him that?
I feel like a jerk, but I know Joe, so... It turns out he didn't even use the store credit from last time, so it's still sitting on his account.
There you go. Better use that store credit, Joe.
Yeah, it's still there, just a reminder. But Jason Marchand, you won, sir. I contacted you on Patreon, so when you create your account, just message us back, and I'll get that store credit applied.
Awesome. Congratulations, Jason.
Thank you for your support again. And also, we have... Peter Culas Dominguez, I want to make sure I said that right, who got the painted model by John.
All right. Peter, so let us know what you want me to paint for you.
Yeah, I included all the instructions in the message there, so hopefully we'll hear back soon. You've got a Krennic to do, though.
I do have a Krennic to do now that we actually have him in stock.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll get on that as soon as I get back from Aspen.
In like a week and a half,
yeah.
So it's going to be a little while.
Yeah, so that... behind the scenes here, that's why I'm not going to be at Adepticon this year. I really want to go, but I'll be working at a disabled veterans winter clinic up in Aspen, so helping out with...
You selfish jerk.
Yeah, I know,
Wait,
right?
Is this what you did last year?
So I did the summer one last year.
Oh,
so this will be the winter one. I'll be doing skiing. They asked me, like, hey, you remember how you did all the camera work last year? Can you ski
We
and
remember
hold a
how
camera?
you didn't suck at it, so you get to come do it
Can
again.
you ski and hold a camera? Like, well, we'll find out. So
I'm from Wisconsin.
I got that going for me, but,
Is what you said, but you've never actually skied before.
I'm all right skier.
The pizza and the fries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing you got to learn is when you try to French fry, you try to pizza and you actually French fry, you're going to have a bad time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to
the
know.
most important lesson learned.
Okay.
And don't Sonny Bono.
Oh.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't Imperial Scout bike.
Right. Exactly. Either way, stay away from trees.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thanks for listening to this week, and we will catch you next week.
You've been listening to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tatooine Network.
Only now, at the end, do you understand?
For more from the Outriders, make sure you like us on Twitter at Legion Outriders, subscribe to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Legion Outriders, And make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast. Thanks for listening.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.